Thank you for doing this. So just to explain more about what I'm doing is a series of interviews with men called What Men Want, Honest Conversations with Quality Men like yourself. And the emphasis is on honest. So basically I'm asking men to tell me things that they don't necessarily say to women, to be completely honest and frank about it, because women are confused about the world of dating. I have a lot of single women that I work with, and men have different interests. And the reason why I thought you would be kind of interesting is because you sort of voiced that you're not interested in anything specific. So it's obviously not at the forefront of your mind, and that is kind of a group of men that I'm interested in exploring further as well. Because there are those men that say that there is no interest, but then, so I want to explore, is that like, the timing issue of that, how that actually, what that means and how that works with different men. So, just to ask you the first thing, which is, the question is what men really want. So, if I was to say to you, what do you really want in a woman? What would be the first thing that would kind of come to the top of your head? Series of qualities or things that you'd look for.
I guess men or women, I guess I'd like to be around people who are really a very clear vision.
Okay.
And they are hardworking, and they are very, the word is very strong. What they say, they do.
So true to their word.
Okay, people who have they are these type of people are interesting for me. People who overcome a lot of adversities. That's interesting for me. So men or women.
Yeah, I know you said. This interview is specifically for single women, and it's being used for me to create kind of.
Yeah, but I think my point is very, it's very strong.
Mm-hmm.
I think that will be helpful for these women to understand that this.
So you're saying in general.
It's not about gender.
Right.
We want to be around people.
Yeah.
I intuitively want to be around people who are hardworking and focused and have, are enthusiastic about, the things they want to create in their life, and they are clear. Mm-hmm. Men or women, we want to be around these people. These people, there is magnitude.
Mm-hmm.
So that's for me, men or women, it's not really, the reason why a woman will be interesting for me is the same reason why men will be interesting for me.
Right.
So if I will want, if I want to be a partnership for a family, it's obviously for me, it will be a woman, but I will be.
You're still looking for the same qualities.
I'll be, I think, interested in that. That's what I found interesting for me.
Which is basically, let's just repeat the qualities: hardworking.
So people
enthusiastic, passionate about something.
People who are very clear.
Mm-hmm. Clear. What does that mean?
Very clear about who they are.
Okay.
And what they want.
Right. Okay. Clear on their vision for life.
Clear
right.
about who they are and what they want.
It's about drive and ambition there.
Yeah. But there is also very, there is evidence for that in their life. There is evidence.
So they do as they say they will. Yeah. Okay.
They do as they say they will. They are, they have already accomplished things because of that. They are accomplished in their life in that field. That's interesting for them.
Mm-hmm.
So it's interesting for me to be around a person like that. It's clear because I know where they stand, I know where I stand, and it's much easier to work like that. It's
Yeah.
much easier to build something like that.
Yeah. Okay, and then, so you said that makes sense. It's a really good way of, it's a really concise way of putting. Okay, you said hardworking. They're clear for what they stand. They kind of have that consistent drive and pull towards something, which is how you come across as the energy.
Whatever is
yeah, I mean,
interesting for them.
It's that some pull towards something. It's that they consistently work towards a vision and they are who they say they are, which
they're clear about who they are. They're clear about what they want.
They're clear about who they are and what they stand for. Yeah. Okay. And then you said something else? And I really like how you come to the point of these qualities, by the way. It's very incisive.
That's interesting people for me.
Yeah. Can you keep going? You said a couple other things that I think we didn't put here.
I think the question was what I find interesting in women.
Yeah, well, you said in people in general, so that's fine.
So I said this is the things.
So
people who are clear about who they are, and clear about what they want, and therefore the world is representing who they are,
right?
And what they're up to. There is consistency.
Yeah, consistency in who they are. Okay, which kind of goes against what a lot of men said, which is. I don't think it goes against. There's the consistency. Well, I'll ask you later, because some men mentioned like the unpredictable woman is fascinating, and I wonder if there's a place for unpredictability within consistency. Do you know what I mean?
I don't know.
And I'm a strong believer of consistency, but there's also something that needs to be slightly unpredictable to be exciting.
Maybe they come across to these men as inconsistent, and because the expectations weren't clear.
Okay. So then you said some other qualities. What were the other qualities?
That's the core of it. That's like what I find interesting.
Hardworking and people
who are clear about who they are and clear about what they want.
Okay. Then what about the element of attraction?
What about it?
How important is that? And I want to understand that. That's something I really want to break apart. So what I do is, in these conversations, I kind of break apart different layers of the engagement between men and women to understand better the things that women are missing. So...
But women are not missing anything. I don't understand why you're assuming that women are missing anything.
Because they are.
What do you mean?
Because there is a world of single women out there who don't want to be single. And if
no. Just a second. There is a world out there, not to do with women or men. There is a world of many people out there that are unfulfilled.
Exactly.
Okay, so some men are unfulfilled in relationship or in different things. Some women are unfulfilled in it's not. I think this conversation or this way of conversing, I think, is not doing justice for women. It's disempowering.
It's not at all disempowering, actually, because what disempowering is that women don't understand.
But what do you mean? But women are no different than men in that sense. Men and women both, in that sense, are similar. There are as many men that are unfulfilled.
I completely agree with you.
Okay.
And in my future series, I will hit upon what women really want. What is happening is, I'm sure you know the book, What Men Are From Mars, Women Are From Venus. Consistently over the course of lifetimes, this is not a new thing. Men and women are on two different paths, and that's okay, and that's great, and actually they should be, but they are also not understanding each other. So what I'm trying to do is,
Julia.
So they weren't understanding each other in relationships, and that's okay.
Yeah, but a person cannot expect to understand anyone else if they don't understand themselves.
Yes, of course, but we're not dealing with ourselves right now. We're dealing with.
Yeah, but that's my point. That's my point. You ask me what I'm attracted to a woman that understands herself.
Okay.
Okay, if a woman expect to to
But
be
it's not about just understanding herself. I'm sorry, but it's not so black and white. It's not just you have a woman, she's empowered and she understands
the
herself.
second, I'm talking about myself.
Right.
You're asking me what I'm attracted, what I find interesting.
Okay.
I find
fine.
interesting.
So now the woman understands herself. She's absolutely brilliant. She's.
What do you mean?
She's successful.
I don't know about successful. I don't know about successful.
Let's say she knows what she wants and she goes for it. Everything is brilliant, but she's 20 years older than you and she's heavily overweight. Are you still attracted to her?
But just second, to begin with, if a person is clear they are clear about who they are and they're clear about what they up to, they are interesting for me. Now,
I'm talking about attraction, okay? I'm talking about attraction. I'm talking about, yes, there are lots of women who are interesting for you so that you can work with them or interesting for you to be friends with, etc. I'm talking about attraction. What is that fine line that divides, yes, these women are consistent. They're following in a certain way that you think is the way that they should be.
I don't know.
But then there's the woman that actually attracts you. What is that?
No, a woman. I think a woman. There are three different things that will stop women from being in a relationship:
Okay.
conflict of values, a very painful memory with a relationship, and low self-awareness, low self-esteem.
Okay.
Okay. So that's which go hand in hand with high self-esteem. So that's the showstoppers. That's what's stopping people. People who come to me and say, I'm trying to be in a relationship, doesn't work out. It's one of these three always, and or the combination of them. So the first one, they just want other things more than they want a relationship, and actually relationship will distract them from being in a fulfilled life. So that probably their career is more important to them, or their freedom, or their family, or whatever it is that is more important to them is clashing with actually being in a relationship. So that's one showstopper. Second is painful memory or of a relationship with one person. So they were not going to risk themselves with being vulnerable again. And the third thing is very low self-esteem or high self-esteem. That's the three things that's stopping people from being. They say they want to be in a relationship and they can't make it happen. Or same thing is like with people who are in a relationship and cannot get into more level of intimacy in relationship. It's the same thing. So I know what to do with the three of them. I do it all the time. People come to me, I fix it like that. It's just there is a methodology. You go, you work with it, and off they go. So, but really, I never yet to meet a person who really want to be in a relationship and not in a relationship.
Well, I have actually.
No.
I've met quite a few of
No,
them.
they say, but what they say not matching what they really want.
But then if that's true, they come
Because
to me.
there are facts.
They come to me, we work together, they unleash whatever it is that's holding them back, and then they go out into the world and they find a relationship.
Okay, so if they came to you and they walked out and they paid for it, so they means that they want a relationship and eventually they get it.
Right.
So that's what I'm saying. People get what they want.
Right.
So
but
what?
some of them don't understand. But some of them.
Just a second. But I just made my point.
Yes,
I just made my point. If they really want a relationship, they find a way to get there and have a relationship.
Yeah, but some of them need to figure out what they don't know how to talk to men.
But
I mean, there are women that constantly every relationship breaks up
Okay.
at 3 months, 6 months, whatever.
Okay, but
it's literally like they don't know how to talk to men. So there's something.
But if it was important to them enough, they will go and learn how to talk to men.
Yes, exactly.
Okay.
But that's
So
what
that's my
interviews
point.
are for. That's what these interviews are for. I'm trying to understand what is it that men, because I can't, you can't just send them into the world and say, yeah, whatever. You can't. The point is, what is it that men are looking for? And then it's not that I'm going and I'm saying to them, oh, you must become this thing that men are looking for. What I'm saying is, this is what they're looking for. This is why do the men go for crazy women? There's a large percentage of men I've interviewed that say they like crazy or unpredictable women. What does that actually mean? What are they looking for in that?
But
They're not actually looking for a crazy woman. Understood.
So what's the I don't understand. Like, so you go and asking guys, and some guys telling you, oh, I'm looking for this.
And there's a consistent answer.
No, the consistent answer of what? They want unattainable.
No.
So
it's
they
not,
want
it's
unattainable.
not at all unattainable. In fact, it's the
So what?
opposite.
What?
It's not at all unattainable. There's
So-
not unpredictability
so what they want?
is not about unattainable. Unpredictability is about and it's actually quite the opposite, because the
That's
person
not
might say
unpredictability.
they want a woman who's of her word, but at the same time slightly unpredictable. And that unpredictable doesn't mean that she breaks her word.
That's unpredictable. For me, it translates into a woman, if I'm with a woman or a man that know what they want and know who they are, sometimes, and many times, I will not be able, they will go and do their thing. They're not going to do my thing.
Yeah.
So that's unpredictable, and that's power.
Exactly.
But that's
Exactly.
So I'm giving you the same answer.
But if rather than arguing with me, it would be great
No.
if you could just give me the answers.
But I'm giving you the answers. But I think just like it's very consistent. What I'm saying, I'm very, very consistent. I'm saying I want to be around women that are or men that are clear about who they are. They're clear about what they want, and when I'm around a person like that, sometimes it will be unpredictable for me.
Right, I understand.
So,
I get
so there will be
it.
unpredictability, and that is.
over the course of your many years that you've been doing this.
But the
work.
unpredictability is a symptom.
Okay.
It is a symptom, because unpredictability can be a symptom of low awareness of a person who doesn't know what they want. Unpredictability can be also a sign of a person who know exactly what they want.
Yeah.
So the unpredictability for me is a trait.
Okay, forget about
It's a trait.
Okay, forget about all that. Let's just I'm gonna pour into it a little bit more, and let's not philosophize too much. Let's just kind of.
But
I understand. I understand you don't agree with this research, but you know what?
It's all about
It's still helpful. So please, if you could just help me answer your question. So you're around. I assume that you, as a person, I see the solidity of your personality. You're around these people that you want to be around only. You do not allow people that you don't want to be around into your life. You have no time for flaky, whatever, uninteresting people. So you.
No, it's not.
So you try to be around
say
people.
You do the same.
Yes, of course, but
Yes.
I'm saying, but you
Everybody.
do it more.
No,
because you
no.
have a very big strength of character, which I appreciate, which is perfect.
But you do it. Everybody do it. We all want to be around.
Some people do it. That's not true. Some people have a really hard time, but we don't need to debate the point. The point I'm asking is, okay, so I'm assuming you have a lot of these kind of people in your life. People who know what they want, they know what they are, they know what they stand for, they go for it, etc., etc. This is probably the kind of people that are in your life. So you have these group of people in your life. Out of these group of people, there will be some women that you're attracted to and some women that you're not, even though they have all these qualities that you mentioned. What I want to get from you is, what is it that makes the woman that you're attracted to the woman that you're attracted to? What is it? That's what I'm trying to get at, the essence of that core, of that power that some women have and some women don't.
But I just gave it to you, and you're not listening. And you're not listening.
No, because what you told me, a lot of women have that.
So if they have it, I will be interested in them.
Why?
Because they're interesting.
Yes,
for
you're
me.
interested in them, but would you be attracted to them?
But it's the same thing.
No, it's not.
It's the same thing.
No, it's completely different, actually, because I have many friends, male friends, that I'm interested in. I could spend hours talking to them. We can have conversations, we can have debates, we can get to deep levels of philosophy, and it's fascinating. And I'm absolutely fascinated with it. But I don't want to kiss them. And I don't want to marry them. And I don't want to go on dates with them. I just want to hang out and just philosophize with them. And I'm sure that you have the same thing with women and with people in your life, women, men, whatever. You have people that are friends, and there are people that you have there's something there. There's a chemistry, there's an attraction, there's something.
Look, your questions are really inconsistent. They're really inconsistent because from the one hand you're asking about what you're interested in women, and then what you really want about women, and then you're asking about like what you really attracted.
Yes.
You're basically asking me who are the women that you would like to fuck.
No.
Yes.
Fuck. Who would you like?
Yes.
To
This is what you're asking
no,
me, and this is inconsistent. Yes, you do. You do.
No,
So
it's Because I'm
So
not looking for
be
a
clear.
short-term thing. No, I don't
Be
want a
clear.
short-term thing for you.
You're asking me like, who are the women you want to kiss, or
The ones that you want something with that's more than just friendship. What takes that point? This is what I'm trying to get at, because
But,
what is that point between? Okay, let me tell you what I've gathered from other conversations, without telling you anything specific. So what I've gathered from other conversations is that when men meet a woman, they kind of put her into several categories. Either A, she's boring, uninteresting, whatever. I don't need to see her again. She's kind of written off from my life. Okay, this is the person like you might meet them. There's no interest.
but we do it with.
Category B.
But just a second. With any meeting, we meet any human being, we do the same.
Yes. Okay.
We do the same.
Can I finish?
But I'm just making a point. I think I'm giving you gold, but you're not listening.
Well, I can re-listen to this afterwards.
Yeah, listen to it again and again, but you're not listening. I'm giving you gold.
No, I understand what you're saying.
We are interested as human beings. We are looking to fulfill ourselves constantly. Any human being, man or woman, that will help us to fulfill ourselves, we will want to meet them again and again and again and again. We want to be around them more and more and more.
And I get that, and I completely agree with that. But there is a difference. There are two kinds of people like that. So with the men who are interested in women, dividing women, there are some that they want to be around more and more and more, and they really there's something about them, but they don't want them as a partner. They want them as a friend. And then there's the
only reason why they want them as a partner or as a friend, because they probably want other things. They want other things more. This person that is now, they have a friendship, giving them everything they need from this friendship, and everything they're looking for, they find in different. It's working for them. But if
women don't
this
want to be that friend, women want to be more than that friend. Not necessarily. I mean, that
if a woman wants a man, really, she's up for a man, then she need to first and most, I think, to empower herself, to be this woman that that want to be with herself first, that want to spend time with herself first.
Right, but that's one of you mentioned 3 issues first of all, and I think that was gold, by the way, just so you know. Those 3 issues are exactly what I come across consistently when I work with women as well. The issue is that even if she sorted through those 3 issues, first of all, we don't ever 100% sort through our 3 issues, but let's say she sorted through it as much as she possibly can, and she is empowered, and she is this, she is that. She might still be single.
But if she's single, it's because it's working for her more than being in a relationship.
But what if she doesn't want to be single?
Then she's just lying to herself. Because her life demonstrates that she wants other things more than being in a relationship.
Now here's the $1 million question: how important are the looks of that person?
I can only assume that the persons that have this awareness will look after themselves. Because, persons that really wants to, it's very, very clear about who they are and very clear about what they want. They know that to get the most of it, they want to look after themselves, so they look after themselves. So it's a byproduct of that.
Okay, so your point is, so that's my question, is how important, is it a 50-50 split? Is it a 60-40 split? What is the split? How important are looks? How important are personality? How would you weigh that?
It's a package.
Okay, can you explain
It's a
that?
package.
Can you explain that?
But in this package, what's really important is the empowerment of this person, really. They're clear about what they want, and there is a match with what I want, because
But would you look how they look first?
But I'm telling you, a woman, a side effect of a woman like that will be that she's looking after herself.
Okay.
Okay, so she's looking after herself, and because that's a sign of awareness.
Okay, I
That
see.
you look after yourself.
You're just coming from a different side of it than me, but I totally understand. So
She look after herself. She's nice. She's pleasant. She's nice. It's nice to be around her. She's interesting. She'll never stop being interesting. She constantly will strive to grow and to be more interesting. This is why the attraction, what you call attraction, will never fade. If she will keep doing that, it will never fade. If she keep working on herself, it's not stagnant, and it's not only there's it's not about age.
Okay. Thank you. I know I've taken too much of your time already, so
Okay.
thank you.